What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Learn Crypto. My name is Nick Hellman.
I'm Todd Butterfield.
Oh, what a great day it is today, guys. Obviously, today we're going to talk about the new Ledger update and their firmware. We're going to see Amazon talking about cryptos a little bit. Don't get your hopes too high. And of course, we will have to touch base on the Verge partnership. Some people love it. Some people hate it. We'll see where Verge goes from here. Also, of course, the Todd father will be over on the charts looking at some TA for you guys. So, if you saw on the title, I am giving away some ECA Electra coin. Once this live stream is over, if you just leave a comment in the comment section below with your ECA wallet address, I will be sending that to you on Friday. So tonight's show, Wednesday's show, and Thursday's show, that does apply. I'll pick one lucky winner from each one using a random comment generator, and we'll get that over to you guys. So if you don't know how I got those coins, I did an interview and a review. After both were over, the community donated a ton of Electra coins, so I'm going to give those back to you guys as kind of a thank you, and obviously get some of these people saying I'm shilling ECA off my back a little bit.
Right.
Giving them away, guys. I don't even want them. All right, guys, well, we're going to run this little bit of an intro, and we'll get this show started.
With a common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Everyone has access to the information. We just know how to analyze it better.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man.
Todd father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
Awesome, guys. It's good to see some new faces in here. Make sure to hit like, share, and subscribe. Check out the description below for our website, learncrypto.io, to see all the things that we do offer, from a cryptocurrency trading course to a crypto private client group. Let's get started by looking over here at the cryptocurrency market capitalizations. Currently sitting at $323.4 billion. Bitcoin at 7,904, negative 1.68% for the day. Ethereum following suit, but still holding over $500. Ripple almost looks like it's accumulating here in the 65-cent range. It's been there for a couple days now. We got Bitcoin Cash at 757, down 1% for the day. Litecoin actually kind of was leading the charge today earlier. It is pulling back a little bit, down to 133. I think that hit 140 today on Bittrex, if I'm not mistaken. And EOS still showing some green. EOS has a lot, is going to be the next Verge. People hate it, people love it. We'll see what happens when their new blockchain comes out and their new token comes out, and we'll see how that conversion goes. Let's see what the big winners are for today, guys. Dentacoin, 32%. Obviously, fundamentally, I don't like it. Congratulations, everybody that is a holder of Dentacoin. I would probably be looking to take some profits off of some of these nice gains the past 2 days. We got Smart Cash up here, up 20%. Centrality up 11.5%, and Populous, another strong day. We talked about that yesterday.
That's a Gary coin.
We talked about it when it was 13 cents or $13. Now it's up to $23.10, guys. ZeroX pushing back up.
Another Gary coin.
11%, guys. This is one that we like. This is one that some other cryptos are looking to integrate with. The new Ubic system with Escher is actually looking to eventually integrate with ZeroX as well. So keep an eye on Escher, Ubic, and ZeroX and any kind of partnership announcements there. Well, I guess we'll shoot it over to Todd here for the basic charts. And then, as always, later in the show, you guys can shoot out any coins you would like to see some TA on, and Todd will give it a quick glance.
Just enter the space, but custody is where the biggest bottleneck is at the moment.
Something playing in the background.
Let me ask you, you talked a little bit about dampening volatility. We have futures now where you...
There we go. Too many windows open. Gary's got quite a few winners today. He's been looking at AMB, I know we talked about. So him and I Skyped a little bit ago. Not much to talk about really on these charts. Bitcoin, I'd say, was doing some 3, 4, 5s. So we did a 3, 4, 5 in the pink. We're working on probably a 345 in the neon blue there. And so far, I mean, we should be down on the low end of this 4, so if this counts correctly, we probably should be digging in here. Might do another triangle here or a flat, so we probably should be on the low end of that. So for this count to stay firm, we really need to hold in probably right here. So here's a few more big coins. Ethereum looking kind of the same way. Not much different than Bitcoin. Litecoin, as Nick said, had a quick run to above 140, showing a little bit of strength. Chart's still okay here if we can hold these levels and turn back up.
Shout out to BC for subscribing. Thanks, man.
Neo's been kind of quiet here at the 66, kind of 70 to 65. But still, if you look at the chart longer term, it doesn't look too bad. OMG 1420 still looks good as well. Nice one there. ADA down 6%, but it's had a nice rally off depressed lows. A few more here. Decred USD had a nice run down there from 37 all the way to 67.
Do you think that's going to continue to ride off the top of that channel there, or do you think it's going to fall back into the channel and then continue upward from there?
I mean, accelerated channel would be nice to add to that if we could hold here and turn it up higher. I mean, that's pretty aggressive to throw that one in at the moment. That's why I haven't done it. But EOS 839 was below 8, poked above 9, and now back 839. Still one that Nick has liked and still acting pretty well.
Yeah, I think that that some of the exchanges are going to try and go through with the conversion for you, so you don't have to move it and do all that yourself. I think is a very bullish sign for EOS and for the future of what they got going on over there.
I think the Nug asked about LTC pump last night. I think that was probably just some shorts getting in trouble because the coin had stayed weak, probably kept shorts in it, and then probably just took a few out last night, would be my guess. Made the chart look a little bit better.
Yep, and then it continued a little higher today. They were added to some small exchange, I believe, as well. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but whenever these coins get added to another exchange, obviously that adds more liquidity, and you start to see, first of all, people pumping into it, that it's on a new exchange, and then obviously people getting on the exchange and buying some up that didn't have access to it before.
Here's XLM, another one trying to dig out of the hole with a decent percent gain. And then we've got XVG that's kept everybody moving and shaking all day. Let's go into a 5-minute chart to show that a little bit better. It kind of dumped pre-announcement and then came in hard on the announcement down to like 60, I think a 66 print or something.
And the dump actually started happening several hours before the announcement, and then the big candle there I think is like 20 minutes before the announcement. So this is the typical buy the rumor, sell the news. Obviously, it might be able to rebound out of here. From a fundamental perspective, I'm not a fan of Verge. I don't own any. Congratulations to the holders who did capitalize on the gains for the traders. And if you believe in Verge for the long term, props to you, and we'll see what happens.
It rallied pretty well, so I guess I had said on my morning comment or there around noon, I thought it maybe could do some sideways here and see if it can put itself together again. But I think it probably can at least hold these levels probably after that. Zen USD 33.38. Let's go back.
Crypto bums want you to look at ETN with an exclamation point.
There's the 1 hour ZEN. We talked about that down there at 24, and it just ignited quickly to the upside. Still holding at much higher levels. When Nick interviewed everybody, what was it, 15, 16?
Yeah. Yep. So if you're new to the channel, check out the interview with Rob Viglione from Zen. He announced some new projects they're working on during the interview first. That was over on Crypto News. Now it's over on Learn Crypto, and this thing has not given very many breaks to buy some.
A quick double, yeah, with no real break. I tried to get some when Bitcoin broke, and it actually extended its gains while Bitcoin was breaking. So here's ZRX at 83. Had a nice rally there. It had that run to 70 all the way back to 50 again, and then took off to 88 this morning. So that's a Gary coin. That one, I'm guessing, can still try to continue to work higher.
Chris says ECA giveaway. Awesome. Yeah, Chris, welcome to the channel. I just gave you a wrench. Leave a comment in the comment section below with your ECA wallet address, and I'll be giving away to one lucky winner from the next 3 live shows on Friday.
Here's an interesting B&B, 1 hour, showing no strength here recently, which I find interesting. Kind of rolled over there at the 14 level, and now backing up a little bit. So I guess that's one. I know a lot of people like that. Let's watch that one. That's a little bit of underperformance here the last few days. And there's a PPT we mentioned. We talked about down here at 1350, 14, and then bam, quick 27. So that was Gary mentioned that to me at 14. Want to know what I thought? He liked it there, and I just said it looked like short term it had some accumulation, but I'm sure it spent all that on a rally to 27. So
can you check out ETN real quick? Also, somebody said a lot of people over here talking about Lux in the run. It has been on. I was going to, if I had time, to do a review on Lux. I think this run, McAfee apparently is getting on the advisory board. That came out today. Also, there's some big, I forget the miner's name, but there's some guy who's worked with a lot of GPU mineable coins that is on the board as well. This is another thing kind of like Verge. Half the people think McAfee and this other guy are just memes. The other people think they hold a lot of power, at least for price generation. So we'll see what happens here in the future with Lux.
There's Lux in front of you. Quick run from 5 to 16. That's the 4 hour. So showing a pretty big decline and then just starting to recover. Like a lot of these coins look like they're got extremely sold out. And there's ETN BTC. Another one sold out, but
not really recovering.
No recovery there. Let's go to the ETN USDT. Doesn't look much better. And actually some red bars even here earlier today, it looks like. So
I did do a review on ETN. You guys can watch that, and my opinion on that and some of the red flags kind of are in line with that thing not acting too well. And just Dave over here, I just want to say thanks for your time and work. I've learned a lot from your channel. Joined the crypto space back in December, and you guys are the best. Thanks again. Shout out to you, Just Dave.
There's ONT BTC, one that people have liked. Nice rally. Probably look that on a little further pullback, maybe. I would say.
Yeah, I think that one needs to rest a little bit more as well.
And then what else I can look at? Here's the AMB BTC. That was another Gary likes longer term. That's a 1 hour. So again, trying to dig out let's go back to 4 hour. I had support marked on that. Yeah, so another one sold out maybe with some type of uptrend starting. So that's all I got right now.
Cool. And I'll steal this for a second, and then we'll make sure to take a look at Bitcoin Gold for you, Stacking Stoner.
I got that.
We'll go over a few things over here. So first of all, I did do this poll. It looks like quite a few people did go over here and do it. 1,010 votes. I said, which crypto coin or token that I recently had a review with interests you the most? Ubic, Electra Coin, Zencash, or Bitcoin Gold? Electra Coin's community comes out once again. Obviously, I went over this coin. I had some red flags with it. The lead developers came on and kind of addressed those red flags, and you guys can generate whatever opinion you have based on that. But I will tell you that their community is very strong. And with some of these smaller coins, especially ones that are looking to benefit from unit bias in this ecosystem, the strong community and the people that are going to buy and believe and hold Electra no matter what are the ones that see these, could possibly see extravagant pumps in the near future. I mean, you see this with Verge all the time. They have diehard fans. You see it with Tron. They have diehard fans, and all three of these coins have unit bias in common, where even though their market cap, when it gets high, the price of their coin per coin is still low. So if you guys didn't know, I did do an interview with all 4 of these coins. Make sure to check them out. Also, I thought this was kind of bullish as well here. Bittrex sending out a little thing. So want to trade on Bittrex Exchange? We've provided tips to help you get your ID verified quickly and start using our world-class trading platform ASAP. Majority of customers get verified in less than 15 minutes. So I like this for a couple of reasons. Number one, that means they're still taking new users. That's back online. Number two, you can get verified within 15 minutes. I know a lot of the KYCs for these other platforms can take days. Gemini was taking weeks for a while there. And then lastly, I like that they're giving step-by-step instructions, assuming new people are going to be coming into this space. You're starting to see this with coin announcements. They're really laying out the steps for new people and not just assuming that everybody in the crypto space is tech savvy. And I think this is one step in the right direction to continue to get new users on board that aren't familiar with cryptos and maybe not even very computer savvy in general. what we got up here. Somebody was talking about the Ledger firmware. If you watched the episode yesterday, I did say they did say it is not mandatory. That's what we talked about yesterday, but I wasn't sure what really the firmware did, so I did find their article on it. Super easy to update. If you go over to Ledger's website and go to the latest news, click on firmware 1.4.1. They will give you step-by-step instructions. So what does this firmware update do for you guys? Well, it is allowing you now to store up to 18 different coins. So before, I think I was able to only store like 4 coins, so you had to buy a bunch of Ledger Nano S's if you wanted multiple coins. Now it's saying up to 18. Now there is some differences depending on which application you have to use, but a lot of people online, I was looking around in Reddit forums, are saying they are getting 12 to 18 coins with the new firmware update, which I think is awesome. Also down here, they said there's some new security improvements. For instance, the policy to load third-party apps slightly evolved. The Custom Certification Authority CA management is now only available under recovery mode. It is intended to make malware applications less attractive to promote for inexperienced users. So apparently during the 1.3 firmware, somebody did earn a bounty for being able to find some security issues within the Ledger. I don't think anybody lost their funds or anything, but it is nice that Ledger is willing to pay hackers to try to hack their product. If you guys do not use a hardware wallet, I do recommend it as really the safest option, especially if you are going to be long-term on certain coins. We do have a link in the description below for Ledger. It links you right to the page. It is a referral link, but it just helps provide a couple dollars here to the show if you guys are going to buy a Ledger Nano S anyways. And lastly, Amazon sees Bitcoin use case in data marketplaces. Amazon has won a patent for a streaming data marketplace that could allow subscribers to receive real-time cryptocurrency transaction data. The patent describes a system in which individuals and organizations can put streaming data feeds up for sale, to which customers can then subscribe. It was granted to Amazon Technologies, a subsidiary of the e-commerce and cloud computing giant, on Tuesday. So this sounds a lot to me like it's going to be a competitor to some of these cryptocurrency applications that are already underway. There's one called Flixo. I think there's one called Streamer. Yeah, the CEO of Streamer down here talks about it. You can even say it's similar to like maybe the Brave browser, where essentially you get rewarded for giving up your data and vice versa. But the CEO down here says, data marketplaces aren't a new idea, but that what is novel is creating a space that finally gives users ultimate control over the data they create through their actions in digital realm. So if you guys don't want to give up data, you don't get rewarded, but if you do, you own your data, therefore you get rewarded. He says, quote, if that's Amazon's ultimate vision, then bravo, but something might suggest it's not in the company's DNA to think like that. So he says this really isn't a new idea, and the reason that it's really not a competitor to some of these smaller cryptos that are coming up with this platform idea as well is because those are striving to be decentralized, while he feels that Amazon, with what it has done and Facebook has done, is they're really going to be data mining at some point one way or another, and you're not really getting anywhere if you're trying to be decentralized and own your data. So we'll see what happens with that, guys. There's not too much information. I just thought it was interesting that Amazon is talking a little bit about cryptos, and even this title obviously sees Bitcoin. They want to use that as a code word, a keyword, but really nothing to be integrated here with Bitcoin. What do we got going on over here in the chat? I haven't even been able to check.
Not a lot. I did want to say I wouldn't mind running a poll because, you know, Tim Draper said, 20,000 by June, late June, 25,000 by the end of the year, 250,000, 2022. So I guess I would like to know people's thoughts on what's your year-end target on Bitcoin and what's like your long-term upside guesstimate, the crazy number on the upside. So maybe year in and then long term, what do you look out? I'd like to know everyone's thoughts.
All right, guys, throw it down there.
Because those are some big numbers coming out. I told you Bill Miller still looks for a long term. Well, Thomas Lee, I don't know what numbers he's throwing out there, but quite bigger numbers. I guess I'd like to see what everybody's thinking on year in and long term. I got a few more charts to go over. Some people were throwing out some
30K and 100K, 5,800 to a quick 12K. Well, that seems in the short term. We want the year end, and we want the long-term target.
37, 35.
Luis Alvarado says a little bit of lag's going on.
37.
At least we're not in the full buffering, so we're working our way towards the best. End of year, 35,000 from the ECA draft. Shout out to you. Glad you're here.
The Outlaw Preacher, 68 and 250, I think he said. Yep. Those are big numbers. I don't know about that 250. That seems to be a big number to me.
Me and Todd were talking about this. The only way I really see a $250,000 by 2020 would really be there has to have something occur with hyperinflation for the U.S. dollar. I mean, because by 2020, it's only 3 years away, guys. That would be a huge number.
That's a huge. I mean, I really can't believe Tim Draper came out with 250,000 by then, because that's just a big number.
And then the Outlaw Preacher's down there saying, I'm with McAfee at 1 million by the end of 2020. Hey, I hope so, guys. But I don't want to get my hopes up too high.
Those are big numbers. All right, let me go through a few more charts. I got ZIL BTC up here. That's one that actually was brought to us by the channel because I wasn't watching that. It continues just to keep spiking higher, so that's been a good one. Actually, the channel's brought a few random names here, catching some of them. So let's go back. This was the ECA BTC, which is not a long enough term chart to see much.
There you go, Leon. Leon says, I'm going to be real bullish when current fiat currencies get slapped by big times. And that's kind of what I'm saying with hyperinflation. I think even if nothing really happens, I still have a year-end target for Bitcoin around 35,000. If hyperinflation starts occurring over the next couple of years, obviously that's when you're going to see the big dollars for Bitcoin, gold, silver, etc.
And then I think, well, here's WAN BTC. Had a nice rally, kind of consolidating that. Still looks good. But there's the SEC and some places are asking these exchanges for more information, which I know some people are going to see that as negative. I guess I still see that as positive because I think it brings in big money because they know they're coming to a regulated exchange and they're not going to, have their coins walk off on them, etc. So I think all that leads to mass adoption by big investors are still scared to come to this area. And I think that drives us dramatically higher. So I'll stay with that. I want to do, hold on here.
It looks like we're not having the buffering issue, but we are seeing a little bit of lag. CryptoBump says reload your page and it works after that. So we're working on a couple things here. Obviously it's working better because they're not buffering. But we don't know what's been going on with the internet lately, so I've been trying to play around in XSplit to try to maximize the screen resolution while putting the least amount of strain on the internet.
I'm not sure what's going on with the internet. I don't notice it during the day. So here's AION USD, 2-hour chart. So we'll bring a lot more action probably if we get above that 342, some of these previous highs, which it's still looking pretty good, so I would say that one could go higher. It's kind of been following Bitcoin here recently, so I still think Bitcoin goes higher, so I would agree with AION doing the same. Anybody late to the broadcast? Bitcoin. I still think we're trying to rally off these lows in a five-way fashion, so so far so good. We don't need to see any overlap at 7,500. And definitely not down here at the breakout level of 7170. That would not be good, so we need to keep it moving higher.
I'm actually going to create a new poll. I'm going to let you guys decide again like we used to. Which coin should I do a review on next? It can either be live or pre-recorded. Start shooting some coins you would want me to do a review on. The ones I see the most, I'll put 4 of those on my Twitter page, @StuNod620. And then the winning one will get a review. Obviously, this went pretty well with Electra last time as we got a bunch of people from the community over to the channel talking about it and learned a little bit about another coin. I've done this for other projects as well. So we'll see what we get coming here. OCN, Raven, PPT, ECA.
PPT I showed. That one had a double off the bottom quickly, so I would think it needs to back and fill a little bit here.
Raven coin.
I look rested. I look tired yesterday. I went to the dentist yesterday, so they were working on my tooth. So yeah, I'm much better today. Headaches are a little bit better, so we'll know in a day or two whether that helped. And I'm also on some different sinus medicine. So still got a headache, but I'm good. Talked to Vladimir today. They're uploading another version of the software. He says they're happy with it. That was about noon. I've not seen it yet. So they were in my server doing some work. I'm hoping to have something tomorrow to start going through.
I'm going to put up PPT, Zilliqa, Lux. Which other one should we do, guys? We already did one on TNC. Go ahead and check that out. It was live, but it was about a 5-minute video, Crypto Bits. I like TNC because it is a scalable sidechain solution for Neo, and I am bullish on the future of Neo.
Future of Neo.
Cash, I actually posted a Cash review as well. So if you guys go to the homepage of Learn Crypto for the YouTube channel, we actually separated everything out for you, so it's really easy to find. We have a past live stream sections. We have Todd's TA that he's starting to do on a daily basis, so that should start filling up. We have a review section, and we have an interview section. That way, no matter what kind of content you guys are looking for, you can go right to that playlist and find all the stuff we have done.
Right, I'm going to try to do those short ones. I think people, they're saying they like those. But I'm also still wanting to go live during the day when we get action. So
we're gonna do for the poll. We're gonna have PPT, Zilliqa, Lux, and Ravencoin. I will post that after we're done with the live show. Make sure to go over to my Twitter, follow me and Todd. You can see our Twitter handles right underneath our name. Cast your vote, and you will decide the direction of a future live broadcast here at Learn Crypto.
I will say Greg Mueller has some opinions. Neo's a scam.
Greg, people have been saying that since I bought it when it was $7.
Don't tell the people so much shit. Greg, you obviously have a lot going on. So probably back off a hair. You probably won't get much posted.
What else we got going, guys? You have any other fundamental questions for myself or any other charts you want Todd to look at? Otherwise, we're going to start wrapping it up.
That's all I got here. There's not
day.
much going on with Bitcoin sitting here at 7,900.
All right, good. What you got, Todd, over there?
I was just laughing about Mueller. I don't have much else. That's all.
Somebody wants you to look at AMB. I think you already went over that real quickly.
AMB,
I guess we can stop that by there.
I mentioned that because that is one that Gary likes.
Just Dave says thoughts on Dragon Chain. I did do a fundamental review on Dragon Chain. During this last dip when Dragon Chain was around 65 cents, I actually tweeted out that I like Dragon Chain anything below $1. I think we just passed the dollar range back up. I think it's an interesting protocol token that is trying to appease being a protocol for the general user. If you check out their Twitter, they always post things just kind of not only explaining their coin, but just explaining blockchain technology in general, which I think will help a lot for mass adoption. And they just really need to get a couple real products over there and projects on their platform to get that thing going, in my opinion. And it's only available on KuCoin, which has very low volume. So I think if that thing can get itself added to a Bittrex or a Binance, that you're going to see a nice pop-off.
I got a few more here. There is AMB again. I showed the support for a while, and looks like, again, oversold, starting to dig out at the upside, start trending higher like it was trending lower. GRS up 93%. You're correct. That was a big pump. $1 to $2.20. I don't know the news on that. I saw people talking about it. And BTG USD. That's the 2-hour. Not much to say here. Go down to a 15-minute. We are trying to put some rallies together, kind of following Bitcoin here. So I would think higher, but it's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, that was an interesting interview with Bitcoin Gold. Had some positive insight on it because I really haven't even looked into it ever since the fork. I was just kind of like, I'll take the Bitcoin Gold. I sold for BTC. They're working on some interesting things over there. And really the last 3, 4, 5 minutes are where all the action starts in that interview, so at least check those out. He talks about some new partnerships here in the future. I asked him why on their website it has GDAX is coming soon on their exchange list, so he gives his opinion on that. And that's about it, guys.
Hold on. Leon's talking about the Zero Hedge article on a bunch of dumps. I haven't seen that. I don't know if you got anything more to say about that right now, or we'll make a note and go over it. Because
I haven't looked into those numbers. Usually I keep track of like the LTC and BTC rich lists just to see what's going on with the largest wallets, but I haven't seen that today.
Sorry to hear Barbara Bush dead at the age of 92, just announced.
Dane says, Cardinals Cub game about to start later, fellas. I'll see you later. I'll probably be turning that on here in a little bit as well. Somebody wants you to look at Wabi. Greg says, nobody needs Dr. Chain. Stop people scamming here. Greg, you can have your opinion, but I mean, if you're going to yell at me, at least wait till I say something dumb.
He's going to get about 2 more. KMD USD, somebody just mentioned. That's the 15-minute. I mean, again, looking like Bitcoin. Go back to a 4-hour, trying to dig out of the hole. So I think a lot of these coins go higher with Bitcoin, but, you know, all it's going to be is just a rally and a downtrend for a lot of these.
Todd, I want you to look at NAV real quick, and then we'll probably start wrapping it up, guys. I don't really have an opinion on BitDegree. I haven't been following that project as of late. I kind of followed it in its earlier days.
There's NAV Bitcoin. Not much to talk about there. Extremely quiet.
Chris K9 says, "Go Cubs." Oh, Chris, you're my favorite. You're my favorite subscriber, and then
Ban
you do
him.
that to me.
Ban him. Do you think we're in alt season? Do I take alt profits and put it into Bitcoin?
Guys, it looks like right now the alts are spurting up, but I don't know.
I think it's selective alts.
You have to decide on what you're doing here on this ecosystem. Are you picking coins that you fundamentally believe in and you're going to go long on them with maybe a couple swing trades here and there? Or are you the type of person that's going to go from, I mean, lack of a better word, poop coin to poop coin, take in the big pumps, take your profits and going back to Bitcoin? Do you have the end game goal of just stacking Bitcoin and then because you think that's going to be the one that wins out? I mean, everybody's portfolio is different, and it's hard to give individual advice, and we don't really want to give any advice on here. It's just entertainment, unless you are part of our crypto private client group.
I think some of those alts, I mean, you got to be prepared to trade them. I don't think you want to set on them for, you know, set on them and go away. So I don't think it hurts to trade some of them, but, you know, just like that PPT, some of them, if they run up quickly, I think you probably got to take some off the table.
Yeah, and even if you really do like the project, there's nothing wrong with laddering in and out. You don't have to go all in and all out. Take 25% off the table into BTC or USD Tether, and then try to find the next project that has the same upswing potential.
We talked about BNB, Johnny. You know, it looked like it got heavy up there at 14, and now showing a little bit of weakness. So I'm guessing it'll probably dig in somewhere here, but definitely underperforming the last few days.
You still haven't looked at Wabi yet. I told this guy we would look at Wabi. You're letting me down over there, Todd.
Where can I see that at? Is that on?
Let me double check.
I got it. Wabi, Bitcoin. Here's a Wabi USD. $2.
Wabi is an RFID competitor for VeChain. When I did a VeChain review, I thought Wabi would maybe be from some of the cheaper stores or generic items, while VeChain was originally targeting luxury goods. Now VeChain is starting to expand a little bit. I think RFID technology is going to be utilized here in the future, but I don't know which one's going to win out. And by looking at right now, obviously VeChain has more market share and is really pushing things along. So we'll see how Wabi can combat this, or if they can get some strong partnership here in the future to get their name back on the map.
That's Wabi in front of you. I mean, same as a lot of these coins, big downtrend and just trying to dig out of the hole here. Recently following Bitcoin kind of move for move. So I think it goes higher with Bitcoin, but you know, maybe it doubles from here possibly. But some of these coins that look bad on the charts, I think are going to, the next dump is going to hurt on a lot of these. So.
Awesome, guys. Well, I think that's going to be about it for us today. If you ever have any content you want us to go over during these live shows, you can always DM myself or Todd over on Twitter. People send us articles, ask us to look at various coins all the time. Don't forget to make a vote on the poll if you want to influence the next review I do here live on the show. And then also, guys, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section below with your Electra coin ECA wallet address if you want a chance to win some free Electra coin. It is available now on Cryptopia if you guys do have access to that exchange. Got anything else for us, Todd, before we head out of here?
Thanks, Lori.
We're going to show
Thanks, guys.
We're going to show you this commercial for our course, and then we will have the outro rolling.
Are you trading or investing in the fast-moving and exciting cryptocurrency markets? If so, you need to learn how to identify primary trading opportunities by implementing the Wyckoff trading methods, which was created by world-renowned stock speculator Richard D. Wyckoff. This online course teaches all you need to know to increase your returns while minimizing your risk using the Wyckoff trading method. Over 915 students have enrolled in the course since its launch in late 2017. LearnCrypto.io is owned and operated by Wyckoff SMI, also known as Wyckoff Stock Market Institute, which has been an authority on the Wyckoff trading method for over 85 years. Founded by Richard Wyckoff in the 1930s, Wyckoff Stock Market Institute has owned the rights of the Wyckoff trading course since the beginning. Take advantage today of this excellent course and begin reaping the rewards of a time-tested method from the grandfather of technical analysis, Richard D. Wyckoff.
Pal. Most people, when they lose, they whine and quit. But you got to be there for the turns. Everybody's got good luck, everybody's got bad luck. Don't run when you lose.
Play hard, play clean. Be careful out there.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.